Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our eighth episode of Black Friday. Now, this week seemed to be another difficult one. We started out with 51 countries, and I was not going to have you write down all 51, but we had to come up with 12. 12 countries that had less than 5 million people. And then yesterday, you narrowed it down to four, or the day before to four, and then three. So, but I have to say, the clue with the guesses that I got, out of all the guesses that I got, only one person got it right. Only one. And all the guesses that I got, one was a country that was eliminated from the list yesterday, and another one where a lot of people picked the same country. I'm just curious why everybody picked Maldives to be the answer for today when it's not the answer. But granted, I did say you would take your educated guess. So you had three choices to make. And you picked one of the three and just so happens not to be the one. But that's okay. Your participation, your hard work, like I said in previous episodes, will pay off. So continue. And this one, I kind of left it up to you to test your instinct to see what you would do with the possibility of using your process of elimination. But we'll get further into that later on. So, before I get into this week's answer, what did we go over last week? The state of Alaska and the frontier state, as a lot of people call it, and gave you some history on the Aleutian Islands, Japan, World War II, and all that. But gave you a little bit of history. It's a taste. It's a taste of it. So there's a lot more into that, and what the color of the flag means, and the stars, and all that. So interesting facts for the state of Alaska. I could have gone on and on and on, but we'd be here all day and probably all week. So I can cover Alaska in many different ways. So that was last week. So we're going to fast forward to this week. This week was a country in Asia. And as I said a few minutes ago, we started out with 51 countries. That's a lot of countries in Asia. Some countries you don't think are in Asia are. So I had you narrow it down to 12. Any country that had less than 5 million people. Then we had to narrow it down some more. We had to take out countries that did not begin with the letter B and M. So I left you with 6. Then you had to eliminate 2 more. So it came down to 4. And yesterday started with 4. You should have ended with 3. Bhutan, Brunei, and Maldives. Mongolia was the one to be eliminated because that was the country that had TV introduced to them before the 1970s. All the rest of the 3 came later. So, out of the 3 you have there, which one did some of you thought but didn't go with? And I already given you one answer that wasn't it, was Maldives. And I'm just curious why everybody picked that one. I guess is whatever you felt strongly toward that answer, and you went with it. It's good. You made a decision, and you went with it. And that's kind of what I was trying to do, to have you just make a decision and go with it. And sometimes it turns out to be in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. But we have many more episodes to go with to make you more instinctive and get you stronger in that sense. So, what country am I going to show today? Well, I'm going to go grab the flag right here. And this is flag number 90. I happen to have the number on this one. Not on the flag, but listed as number 90. So, 90 out of 120. And many more coming. So, just hold tight right there. And I will be right back. Did you figure it out yet? Well, as I said, it's not Mongolia and it's not Maldives. So you're left with two: Bhutan or Brunei or Brunei. I think it's Brunei, but forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. So, which one am I going to show today? I'm going to go with 3, 2, 1. We're looking at the country of Bhutan. The country of Bhutan. And as I said, only one person got it right. But that doesn't say anything wrong about you. Like I said, you had to have an educated guess. You had to pick one out of the 3. And here we go. The country of Bhutan. The country of Bhutan is in the dialect and actually means land of the dragon. The dragon in the middle is considered Thunder Dragon. The yellow denotes the authority of the king. The orange here represents the Drukpa monasteries and religious practices. And the white in the dragon represents loyalty and purity. Bhutan is a Buddhist country where the power is shared by the king and the government. The country of Bhutan is what the answer is for today. Yeah. Now, it was a tough one this week, but you know what? It only makes you stronger. So continue up. Continue. I think this might have been the first week or one of the only weeks that I didn't give any red tickets out. But what that means you work a little harder, but continue doing what you're doing. Because sometimes you might not always get the right answer. But you know what? It'll pay off at the end. It'll pay off to you to where you'll know more about the world and more about what's going on with different countries and what the colors of the flags mean. So, there's a valuable lesson here. Make sure you pay attention. It may come back to you later on. And I'll show you the flag one more time. The country of Bhutan. I won't be here with you today. I'll be dealing with some other things. So if you do have a last minute guess, it has to be in or had to be in by 8:30 today. So before the late bell. And if you have your last minute guess this morning before the video is shown before 8:30, it has to be given or dropped in the box to someone at the office so they can validate and show that it was dropped off in time. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. You never know. So I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your cooperation. Continue to work hard. Continue to be respectful. Continue to be safe. And even though I won't be here with you today, I want you to know that I'm still thinking about you. And I want you to continue to treat each other with respect and continue to work hard and continue to do what you need to do to make sure you're successful. All right? So, you all have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday morning.